Please, thank you. Thank you. Wow.
I mean,
we're burning through segments today because we have to get to a very special guest that's leading the way for a runner charity marathon right here on Mixer. And not just this marathon, but helping pioneer speedrunning on Mixer in general.
Heck yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm here for this.
So calling in from Guadalajara, Mexico, give it up for Dino. Welcome to the show, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dino.
Give it up for Dino. How are you, bud?
Hey, everyone. I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
Oh, feeling peachy.
Feeling great.
We're doing good.
Yeah,
doing good.
feeling good. So tell us about the marathon.
All right. Yeah, sure. So GG, we created a team called Team GG here in Mixer because I saw that there was kind of missing a lot of speedrunning. I came into Mixer. I really love the service, the way it works, FTL and other things like that. But I'm mostly looking at speedrunning usually, and I was like, where is the speedrunning around here? I found like 2-3 people, and we have gathered the people in Team GG kinda. We're just still looking for more speedrunners. And well, we decided to kind of show the people, maybe the audience around here is not too familiar with speedrunning, so we decided to do a marathon for a whole weekend to showcase what speedrunning is here in Mixer for the audience around here. And well, we also decided to use this event as in benefit of a good cause.
Ooh, so let's talk about that cause.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
So what's the charity you guys are working with?
All right, so it's a I want to say, I'm not sure if the disease or a syndrome. It's called CDKL5. It's kind of a weird condition where your brain doesn't develop certain type of protein, and it's like very nearly discovered. Like very few people in the world has it. I want to say a wild guess. It's like 1 out of 1 million people might have that. And it's a weird brain condition that really limits the way that you can live your life and many things. Like, of course, people around you need to really be close to you to help you, like, you live your life. And it's a really rare disease that there's not much known about it. There's like experimental treatment happening and stuff like that to see how it can be treated, how it can be cured and stuff like that. And the reason we chose this cause, CDKL5, is because one like super close friend of mine, he's also going to be participating in the marathon. He's the world record holder of Metroid Samus Returns. Speaking of Metroid,
Nice.
he's got a daughter that has this condition. And we thought it was going to be like super good to try to spread the word out there on what CDKL5 is and to try to help out in its research and in its cure as well.
Wow, that's great. Definitely a cause sounds like close to your guys' heart as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
I
amazing.
mean, actually, I met him speedrunning. He's from Virginia or Maryland, somewhere around the place.
Yeah, one of
and
them.
I met him just speedrunning. Yeah, they're close together, right?
Yeah. That is awesome. That is great. I honestly, I'm in line with you that like it's a bummer that we don't have speedrunning. We haven't really had much up until now, so I'm pretty stoked to see
Yeah.
some on
Yeah,
the
that's pretty
platforms. Yeah, so thank you first of
Yes,
all.
thank you.
It's pretty great.
You want to tell us about this event and how it's going to work from a production standpoint? Speaking to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to talk about that. No, I'm
Okay.
going to talk about that, of course. No. The thing is, it's going to be the production room. It's mostly going to be like me, my streaming studio, and my brother. We're going to be like in here. I mean, we're going to be hosting everything here. We're going to have at least 2 or 3 machines in case something happens to one of them. We're going to be using the other one to host it, but everybody can participate from their home. Like, it's going to be an online marathon. Pretty much what we're going to be doing is be taking their streaming feed, setting up with a cool layout, and restreaming that on the Mixer official channel.
Nice.
So pretty much, again, because this is kind of new, I think, in Mixer, the speedrunning presence. Of course, like, we're allowing everybody in any type of streaming platform right now to be able to participate in this event, but like the main event is going to be restreamed through Mixer.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
God, that's crazy.
So we talked about, what it's going to be like and what the setup is going to be like, but what do people need to do to participate in this? This is really exciting.
All right. Yep, sure. So the people first need to do a submission. If they speedrun, you can join the Discord for Team GG. I don't know if I can share a link in the chat. If not,
Yeah, go for it.
We can.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell you,
we can.
yeah, we can do it for you. Whatever you
Yeah.
prefer.
All right, so I'll send it to DMAC here. But yeah, it's pretty much joining the Discord. You can find like all the useful links, like the Twitter, like the submission form in Google and all that. But yeah, it's pretty much being able to speedrun any game. Like all submissions are going to be reviewed. Of course, not all 100% of the submissions are going to make the final cut for the final schedule. It depends on availability, the quality of your stream, or stuff like that, because we want to stream it with as good quality as possible in Mixer.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, as long as you speedrun a game, if you have the capabilities to do a streaming, that's pretty much it. You can do the submission. We're going to review your video. We're going to review the game that you're playing, your availability. And through that is how we're going to be setting up the final schedule.
That's awesome. I'm so excited to see, because that's just going to motivate so many people to actually stream speedrunning on Mixer.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my God, that's going to be great, man. Excited to hear it. What kind of donation incentives do you have planned, and how can people contribute?
All right, so all the links for the donations are, of course, going to be shared through the marathon. We're going to be showing some videos explaining more what CDKL5 and all that is, and like all the pages, the Twitter, all the social media for CDKL5 as well, so that people can get to know more about it. And how to donate, like there's going to be a link through the whole stream. The donation incentives for speedrunning are actually pretty much chosen by the speedrunner itself.
Oh, nice.
They're the ones that know more the game. They're the ones to know where they can take like a detour if a certain incentive is met. So pretty much during the submission, they also submit the potential donation incentives that can be taken from their runs. And from there, we're going to be setting up, of course, achievable goals, like, I don't know, $5 or $10, something not too crazy, so that we can all see these donation incentives, right?
Yeah, of
we
course.
want to try to actually see the incentives. And
Yeah.
of course, like, all that is going to be shown during the marathon. And when we post the schedule, is where all the possible donation incentives are going to be able to be seen.
Awesome.
Dang.
It's awesome to have an ambassador for speedrunning to be featured on the show. Thank you so much for coming. I'm really interested to know what some of your favorite speedruns are personally.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, so some of my favorite speedruns, I love the Mario games. I love Mario 64. I think Mario 64 movement in speedrunning is just crazy and out of this world. Another one that I really, really love is Super Metroid. Super Metroid is my favorite game, and the speedrunning, like watching people speedrunning Super Metroid is just crazy as well. And one that I really, really like, it's Banjo-Kazooie. And I speedrun myself Banjo-Kazooie. That's also one of my very, very favorite speedruns to watch. Yep.
I gotta say, Banjo-Kazooie is still probably one of the best platformers of all
Yeah,
time. I don't know. It's in my top. It
No,
is.
it has to be.
Hutch doesn't agree, but I'm with you, man.
yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's great. So what are some speedrunners that have inspired you to start? Like, what got you into this?
Honestly, I think it was a TAS. For those that don't know what a TAS is, it's like a tool-assisted speedrun, which is it's a game played through a computer to make it look as perfect as possible. I watched like Mario 64 and Mario 3, I don't know, probably like 15 years ago, and I was like super impressed about the gameplay that I saw. But then later I learned that it was not a human playing; it was just a computer. But I was still like super impressed about that. I then like started watching. Yeah, I know. I started watching like other speedruns of games that I know and all that, and then a game that we cannot play anymore technically because it has cease and desist came out. It's another Metroid 2 remake. I always wanted to speedrun a Metroid game, and when that game was released, I was like, well, this is the time to join the speedrun. It's a new game, it's a new community. Let's go, because Super Metroid was already like super packed and with super skillful people.
Sure.
And that's where I started. I started with AM2R, then I started running Metroid Zero Mission, Banjo, Cuphead, and many other games that I just enjoy it too much. It's super fun to learn a game and to start getting into speedrunning.
Yeah, so what's the most appealing part of speedrunning to you?
Ooh.
I think it's like the very first run that you complete of a game. I think that's super good. Like the first time that you kind of learn a game, your first run is gonna be like super bad skill compared like the top runners, but you don't have to let yourself get down because of that. Like the first time you complete your first run of any game that you're learning, it feels super good. And from there, it's just like try to improve. Like honestly, you are your own competition. Like don't compare yourself about the rest. Like just set your goal and just try to get there. And I guarantee it's going to be super fun.
That's gonna know. So you clearly done a lot of this. Like, how many events does GGTV plan on doing this year?
This year, I would say just one.
Just one.
Just one. Like, because the year's almost over. We're like almost on the last quarter of the year. So I think one would be good right now. Let's see how it goes. That's in regards of speedrunning events. Like we plan on doing other stuff like Fortnite tournaments and maybe Hearthstone tournaments. When Smash Ultimate comes out, we plan on doing a Smash Ultimate tournament. But in terms of speedrunning, just one for the rest of this year. But definitely next year, I want to try to do like a local event here in Mexico because there's like tons and tons and tons of speedrunners here in Mexico. I would like to host something locally and maybe 2 bigger events that are also online for speedrunning itself. And besides that, we plan to use the GG channel to like highlight people. Like if it gets a lot of attention, try to highlight them like once a week or something like that. Do like a Monday of speedrunning in GG or something like that.
Yeah.
And have a different runner each Monday. Because that way people that maybe gets attracted to GG channel might get then attracted to like other runners channels that so that they see them playing in their own like personal channels and just try to spread like I don't know, the love for everybody.
Yeah, no, I think that's really nice of you to do, especially as someone who's clearly so good at this, to like give some of the little guys a chance. And also, I think that'd be a great way for it to grow on Mixer. So, like, as you know, fans of speedrunning, we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
What made you switch over to Mixer, and what can Mixer do to support speedrunners going forward?
All right, that's a very good question. So honestly, I've been in Mixer for like 2 weeks streaming. I started watching Mixer probably like a month ago. I've heard about it before. I did research and many things about what Mixer had to offer. And one of the things that I always heard like everywhere, it was the community. The community here, honestly, it's amazing. It's crazy welcoming. Almost 100% of the people that stops into your channel is gonna say hi. And it's gonna try to see how you're doing and stuff like that. Like that, I loved about Mixer. I read about it. I joined. And I didn't thought it was going to be this good. Like, I thought it was going to be good, but not this good. I joined another team called the Mixer Squad, asking about their experience here in Mixer. And again, it was just pretty good things. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to give it a try. And I gave it a try. I love Faster Than Lightning streaming. It's incredibly good as well. The interactive buttons are so much fun, and there's like so many things that can be done about them. Honestly, there's many things that Mixer offers that I haven't seen anywhere else, and that's what I really, really like about this platform to begin with. As to support speedrunning, there's probably 2 things that I think can be implemented that would be like super, super good. The first one is a little bit more of a core function, I guess, on Mixer. As speedrunners, we need to highlight certain parts of like if we stream for 4 hours, and during those 4 hours, there was a 20-minute run that we got that was our personal best. We want to take those 20 minutes into like YouTube or somewhere else to be able to upload them to the leaderboards for that run to be officially approved and for us to appear like on rankings, right? In Mixer, you can do it because your BOD is saved, but you have to subtract that BOD and encode it like manually in Premiere or something like that. Yeah. So it would be like super awesome to have an easier way to do that. I think that would be like super, super good for speedrunners.
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, and I think it might help to like outside the speedrunning world. Maybe for other people that would be useful as well.
Yeah.
The second idea, I think I've seen the hype zone. I've seen how the hype zone works for like Fortnite or for like PUBG or this type of games, right? But I really, really, really think there could be some way to implement something. I mean, in my mind, I call it like that. It would be like the speed zone, right?
Yeah.
The idea for the speed zone, I'm pretty sure that there should be a way to connect somehow Mixer with speedrun.com, where it's all the leaderboards, all the world records, and everything is in there. So once Mixer detects that some speedrunner is close to getting a new personal best or a new world record, then to be highlighted into the speed zone. So I think that like really, really would take like potential new speedrunners or something like that to come to Mixer, because they're going to have the chance to be featured on the main page, just as these many other big games. but this could potentially, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a developer myself. I'm almost sure that there's something that could be worked. But I think like new speedrunners would really, really be attracted by something like this. Like every time I'm close to getting a personal best, I'm gonna be highlighted. I mean, not every time, but I have the chance to be highlighted.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, and again, like a really good one for cultivating a speedrunning community. Like, definitely love to see something like that for sure. That's really cool. I gotta ask, like, you've been on the show, like we've talked a lot about speedrunning, the charities and stuff. What is your personal best speedrunning, the one that you're most proud of?
Oh, the one that I'm most proud of. That's a hard question. I think that's actually for AM2R. AM2R, I'm like 5th place on the leaderboards. Back when the game was released, there was a fair amount of runners for the game. And I think 5th place, I haven't played the game for like a year now, but I still stand the 5th place. So I'm like really, really happy about that one because it was a really popular game in a moment. And also I have certain like personal bests for Cuphead. Cuphead is a way bigger community because, I mean, just hit 3 million copies like last week, right? So
Yeah. It's
so
nuts.
Cuphead is definitely big. So
Yeah.
I'm also like really proud about certain times that I have on Cuphead because like it has a ton of speedrunning community and it's super active. So and I have a lot of top 10 times in that game. I'm kind of setting my goal that I want to be at least top 10 in all the Cuphead categories, but there's like 40 different categories. But yeah, there's a lot of Cuphead times that I'm really proud of right now as well.
That's really
Awesome.
cool. I guess I can't believe. I mean, it's amazing that it still has that big a fan base. I guess I just didn't even realize with Cuphead.
man, it's like
they're
the whole
still.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Especially
awesome.
now you
It's like a
get
cult
speedrunning.
classic,
Like,
probably.
so.
Right, the speedrun makes total sense.
And Cuphead.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So where can people find you? What things can they go follow you on?
All right, so, well, for me personally, you can follow my channel here on Mixer. It's Mr. Dino023. I can write in the chat in just a moment, so you can guys follow me.
Yeah,
You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, like almost everywhere. It's Mr. Dino023. Just type Mr. Dino023, you're going to find me somewhere. I'm sure of that.
Easy.
Well, thank you so much for your time, man. We really appreciate it, and wish you luck with your charity streams moving forward, and hopefully the community grows on Mixer. We'd love to see it.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you so much for what you're doing for that community.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me here in the show, and well, much love to everybody in Mixer. Thank you.
Yeah.
Me too.
Let's give it up for Dino. Yeah. Awesome, man. I love to see more speedrunning.
Yeah.
I'm a Dark Souls fan personally. I love Dark Souls.
Oh, and that's speedruns like
It's
all
intense.
the time. So.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch.
bet.
Yeah, so great having him on. Definitely go check him out, as well as get supporting your local smaller speedrunner streams.
Yeah, and it's for a good cause.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
that.
All right, where we